Hello and welcome to 15 Minutes with the Old Man. Yes, that's right, I'm standing in for Sebastian this week. Apparently he's feeling under the weather. But that means I pretty much get to play what I want. Like this. Tonight on Sebastian Presley's 3-Minute Musical Heroes, it's the turn of the old man from the Sofa Sessions, aka the Believer. I've known Christopher for many years now, but his musical story began with a little-known band called After the Party in the early 80s. When this band broke up, the old man met one-night-stand guitarist and songwriter Paul John Wilson. This led to partially reforming After the Party and renaming them the Pistol Party. But after lineup changes and the usual band issues, they too broke up in an explosive confrontation. But a musical partnership had been forged, and after Messrs. Wilson and Guilfoyle had put aside their betrayals and harsh words, they began working together once again. And as always, let's remind ourselves.
Every night it's the same old story. I come around, but you just ignore me. Times have changed, and I guess it's true.
Then of course came Funkbox Love Sausage, a band that has already appeared on this show in their own right. But here's something you might not know.
Well, I know your window and I know it's late. I know your stairs and your doorway. Walk down your street, past your gate, and stand by the light of the foyer. You watch those masses flow. Oh baby, I'll have heart attacks. You stay at the carnival, but they'll never win you back. Will I see you tonight on a downtown train? Every night it's just saying, come on baby, will I see you tonight?
Life took many strange turns for the old man after Funkbox, and he found himself as a solo recording artist for the first time ever, without a writing partner or guitarist.
Not enough. need time to make it right, to make it last throughout the night. You need love so deep in your soul, you will never, ever be whole.
There were numerous collaborations too, from recording with Paul Simon, James Norris, and Dave the Rave, to this song with Polish composer Bartek Jazdowski. There have been many music projects from Christopher over the years, and these are just some of my favourites. But to bring this believer's story up to date, in recent years, he and one of his sons, Jonah, have created a highly successful YouTube channel called The Sofa Sessions. So, let's end with something from them.
We got our troubles and we know it. We got a thread in our lives, sometimes so strong we can't control it. We need some things to bring us up, and then some things to bring us down. That's the one thing about love, it'll always be around.
Well, thanks for that, Sebastian. That was a bit groovy. Now then, what shall I play? Ah yes, what about A Strange Tale? Back in the late 70s, my father and I used to spend our weekends at Eagle Parachute Centre in Kent. We'd catch a train down on a Friday night, take a tent and stay there till Sunday evening, and he'd get as many parachute jumps as he could, depending on the weather conditions. But one week, when we arrived, the entrance to the airfield was blocked by a huge number of trucks and cars, and up ahead of us appeared to be a lot more people milling around than usual. It turned out that Paul McCartney and his band Wings had hired the place for the weekend to film some videos for an album called Back to the Egg. To be honest, my old man wasn't impressed at all, and in less than 2 hours after arriving at the club, we were back on a train heading home, with my old man moaning all the way and telling me he'd never liked the Beatles, least of all that bloody McCartney. However, he did allow me to head back the next day so I could watch them filming. And when I did, I got to take pictures and collected autographs like everyone else. But when they were finished filming for the day, I kind of got carried along in the bustle of people and ended up in the clubhouse with Paul and Linda. And I just kind of hung out. McCartney offered me pizza. We had a brief chat about my camera. See, I didn't have a camera back then, so I'd used my old man's one. And when I say old, I really mean old. So old that McCartney said he used to have one when he was a kid. Now, this story may not have the flair that strange tales usually have with Sebastian, but at least this one's true. And if you've enjoyed this strange tale, even though it isn't actually strange, and if you want to hear more, but from the perspective of a me from a parallel universe, then, well, look, if anyone knows a literary agent on the lookout for something new or old, then let me know, and I'll send you the manuscript. Are you feeling hungry? Can you feel your digestive juices gurgling? When was the last time you had a really tasty burger? Or a lovely bacon butty with a side order of chips? Don't you just want one now? Well, if you're travelling on the M6, look out for one of Bob Robertson's Burgers and Butties mobile kitchens. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not try our new signature dish, artichoke bruschetta, sprinkled with organically sourced mandrake. You won't be disappointed.
I could feel it in the air, just like the static all around me. Oh, I could feel it everywhere, but there was nothing that I could see. There was a sound but out of reach. I knew that I just had to listen. If I could only hear the speech, I knew the words would all but listen to the sound in the silence. Oh, the sound in by the silence, like a shadow in the dark that is hiding so discreetly. And I thought I saw a spark, but I cannot say distinctly, just a shimmer in the haze, right before the vision hit me, kind of slipping out of phase. Why won't you believe me? It's the sound in the silence. Oh, the sound in by the silence. It's the sound in the silence. Oh, the sound in by the silence. Well, I could feel it.
Well, that's it for another show. Sebastian's back next time. Until then, stay groovy.